Happy New Year! Here we are finally, to my worst nightmare, phonetics, or how to pronounce letters in Romanian. And you know what's funny? I have always avoided to start the season, which was always going to be season 1, since I decided to go on YouTube 5 months ago. But 2024, you're gonna be the best year so far. I can feel it.
And hopefully this year, the year that people will pronounce things correctly.
Whoa, easy boy. Pronunciation is important in Romanian, but people will not get completely mad at you if you don't get it right. For some reason, we're quite tolerant with that, I noticed, compared to other countries that think you are dumb when you don't pronounce the words, the letters well. Coming back to Romanians, the feeling is usually that they get impressed or helpful towards people that try to speak their language.
Unless they're in a rush.
True. But today I want to clarify once and for all the basic sounds in Romanian. However, we're not gonna get into logopedic exercises. There are specialized people for that. And yes, actually Romanian parents send their children quite often to those specialists in order to improve their speaking abilities. So no, you are not by any means the only one. I also recommend checking out this website. It's quite good for the phonetics in general. However, it doesn't really have recordings of people pronouncing it, but check it out after this video. As always, like, subscribe, tell us if you struggle with any of those sounds in the comment section below, and join us on Discord. All you need is 2 clicks and you're straight into this Romanian as a second language community full of people just like you. Stefan from the future here with a big caveat announcement for what you're about to see. You must be aware that all those things that I'm gonna talk about, all the sounds in Romanian or the pronunciation, I will try to make equivalents, I'll try to make connections to sounds in English. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know what you think about it. Romanian is a phonetic language. What that means is that we always pronounce a letter in the same way. Unlike English, A does not have 7 different ways to be pronounced, only 1. So if you have Andreea or Pat, regardless of the position in the word or the letters around, A, so A, will always be A. The only times when you will get some special scenarios is with C and G, and only when you have after them E or I. But we will talk about that towards the end of this video briefly, and we'll also have a specific video only about C and G. Now, let's move to the actual alphabet. This is the almighty alphabet of the Romanian language. It has 31 letters, and yes, those 3, A, actually, you know what? All the letters from now on will be pronounced in Romanian to create no confusion. As I was saying, all the letters in Romanian are pronounced differently, apart from 2. But we'll get into that in a second. The A, and U are all 3 different letters. There's no A with the hat like this or A with a hat like this. There's A, and U. When you ask the tutor, what letter do I need to put now? Is it A with that accent or A with that accent? Well, you need to know how to pronounce them. And then you will not say A with that accent because it's actually in Romanian a different letter. So the way they are pronounced, they are A, and U. A is, like in many languages, many Latin languages, is the same. Usually goes up. If we want to talk about the diacritic, the accent is up, so the sound will come up. No, you don't do right? And the last one, it's like a disgust sound. Do and it goes down, the air goes down. Comes from the throat. Then the other vowels are in the same position. We're talking about vowels here. You need to pronounce them exactly the same way wherever they are. At the beginning or at the end of the word. Talking about e right now. It will be pronounced the same at the beginning or in the middle of the word. Elephant. E-le-fant. In the middle or at the end of the word. Be-re. Bere. Or at the beginning and the end of the word. Este. 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 So all the other vowels, e, I, O, and U, are pronounced exactly the same every single time. And the same applies to U, which is, again, not I or E with a hat. It's U, from I. We call it in Romanian U din I. And the other one is U din A, because it comes from A and it comes from I. So the only difference between this one and this one is that this one here only is used inside the word. And this one here can only be used at the beginning or at the end of a word. So, întâmplare, în, or a hotărâ, all have the same sound. Now, moving from vowels to consonant not only will change the color of the marker, but we'll also need to specify they are, most of them, exactly the same like in English. Right now we'll give some examples surrounding B, D, F, H, K, L, M, N, P, S, T, V, X, and Z. So we get beck, beck, duck, duck, fun, fun, hun, hun, kilogram, kilogram, loop, loop, mamă, mamă, ninsoare, 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 pădure, pădure, simbol, simbol, timbru, timbru, verde, verde, exemplu, or exact. The same sounds of X like in English, like a Gz and a Ks. So like a GZ or a CS. And finally, zar, zar. Then we will have those that are pretty much unused in Romanian, such as Q, W, and Y, which are there basically to help us pronounce imported words from other languages. And then you find the other consonants that are completely different from the ones from English. Changing the color again to a royal purple, we have J, R, hope you enjoy that. Let's do it again. Sh and C. So J in Romanian is J. Like in French, if you know it or heard it, bonjour. Or the S in the word measure. 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 In Romanian, a word can be jachetă. Now, the next one is the R. The R is rolled, like in Spanish. There might be a video at some point covering how to pronounce that, But until then, I will not spend too much time on it. I'll just say a word in Romanian like raton. Raton. It's not as long as in Spanish, for example with a double R, but you still roll it. Raton. Then the sh is like an SH. Not the same sound as a J though. It's not j. So sh and j. The sh can have an equivalent in English, the S from shore. Shore. And a word in Romanian can be șarpe. The ts is like the TS, for example, and the sound from the TS in tsunami. Tsunami. Ts. In Romanian, a word can be țelină. Țelină. As you notice, from this alphabet, we didn't cover two. And those are the only ones that kind of change the surrounding letters and their sounds. They don't really change. It's actually the group of sounds that changes the pronunciation, not the letter alone. But we will cover the unicorns C and G in another video. For now, all you have to know is that the C and G is pronounced pretty much the same as K. So the C is usually like a K, and G is usually G, like in garden. That's unless you have a H, E, or I. So in Romanian, H, E, or E after it. In that case, the situation changes dramatically. And we will have, as I said, a video covering just that. Those letters deserve their time to shine, but don't worry, because they have a different video, that doesn't mean they are difficult. They're actually quite easy. And we will cover them in the next one. Whew! I cannot believe I did that. All this time and procrastination, and it's finally here. The first video on pronunciation is up. If you have questions or anything else to share, please drop a comment and do not forget about our Discord channel. See you soon, and la revedere!